Follow along as I show you how to install this dresser by Mixcous. It's super easy and the end result will totally be worth the build. First, make sure to install on top of a carpet or some padding to avoid scratches to the parts. I also find it easier if you organize all the parts from 1 to 23 in order so you can easily grab the next part to work on. Everything you need for this installment is right in the box, even a screwdriver. Let's begin. Grab panel 1 and 8 of the cam bolts out of bag A. Take your screwdriver and screw the bolts into the smaller holes like so. Make sure you're not fastening the cam bolts too deep into the panel, keeping the stopper at the surface level. Now grab both of the number 6 panels and 2 cam bolts. Screw one bolt onto each panel in the small middle hole. Now grab panels 2 and 3 and position them like this with their slits on top. You're going to need 12 more cam bolts, 6 for each panel, then screw them in. Next are the tracks. Make note that there's 4 different tracks marked CR, CL, DR, and DL. You're going to need 3 CLs for panel 2 and 3 CRs for panel 3. Also, grab 18 screws out of bag F. Once you line up the tracks on the panels, start screwing in the hole closest to the wheel. This will be the hole to start with each time you screw in a track. Now grab both the 5 panels, 12 of the F screws, and 2 CR tracks and 2 CL tracks. Screw in a CR track on each panel like so, then flip both panels over and screw in the CL track as shown. Next is panel 7, 12 F screws, and 2 CR and 2 CL tracks. Screw in the 2 CR tracks as shown, then flip the panel over to screw in the 2 CL tracks. Now grab your completed number 5 panel, 1 number 6 panel, 2 wooden dowels from the letter C bag, and 2 screws from the letter D bag. D bag. Position the panels as shown, then input the wooden dowels in the top hole towards the bottom of the number 5 panels. Line up the number 6 panel and screw it into the number 5 panel as shown. Now grab the other number 6 panel, 2 more D screws, and 2 more wooden dowels. Line up the number 6 panel on the upper part of the 5 panels and screw them in as shown. Now grab your completed number 7 panel, 2 more wooden dowels, and 2 cam locks. Place the wooden dowels into the number 6 panels as shown, then connect panel number 7 like so. Tighten the 2 cam locks with the screwdriver. Now grab your completed number 2 panel and 4 cam locks. Line up the number 2 panel to connect with the 2 number 6 panels, then secure with the cam locks. Now let's turn this around and place it down so panel number 2 is on your right hand side. Grab panel number 8 and 2 cam locks. Secure the number 8 panel to the number 2 panel with the locks using the screwdriver. Now grab the completed number 3 panel and 6 cam locks. With the cam bolts towards the top of the number 3 panel, line up the panel to connect to panels 8 and 6, then screw on the 6 cam locks. Stand the frame up so we can complete the bottom of the dresser. Grab the number 4 panel, 6 D screws, and 6 wooden dowels. Place the wooden dowels into the bigger holes on panels 3, 7, and 2. Then place panel 4 on top and secure it, screwing in the D screws as shown. Now let's grab the 5 leg pieces and the piece in the H bag. Screw them along as shown. Now let's flip the dresser right side up. Take both number 9 panels and slide them into the side slits in the back. Now grab your completed number 1 panel, 8 wooden dowels, and 8 cam locks. Place the wooden dowels like so, then line up the number 1 panel to fit in the holes. Now secure the 8 cam locks. Grab the letter J bag that comes with 8 of these plastic pieces and 8 screws. You're going to wedge the thin plastic side of these pieces into the dresser like so on each side and use the screws to screw them in. The frame of the dresser is now done. Let's build the 3 top drawers. You're going to need 3 panels of each number 12, 13, and 14, and 12 D screws. Line the panels up with their slits matching up to one another and screw them together. Do this for the other 2 sets of drawers. Now take 3 of the number 15 panels and slide them into the slits. Next, you're going to need panels 19, 20, and 21, 12 cam bolts, 3 screws from the E bag, and 3 handles from the G bag. Flip one of the panels over and screw in the 4 cam bolts as shown and insert the small E screw right in the middle. Then turn the panel over to screw in the handle to the E screw. Repeat these steps for the other 2 panels. Now take one of the completed drawer handle panels and connect it to one of the drawer frames with 4 cam locks. Repeat this step for the other 2 drawers. Now you need 3 DR and 3 DL tracks and 18 F screws. Flip the drawer upside down with the back facing you. The DL track is going on the left-hand side and the DR track on the right. Make sure to line the E screws up correctly through the holes and screw the tracks into the drawer as shown. You'll need 4 of each of the panels number 12, 13, 16, and 17, and 20 D screws. Let's complete one drawer by lining up each panel as shown, then screw them in. Repeat this step 3 more times to make all 4 drawer frames. Now take 4 of the number 18 panels and slip them into the slits of the drawer frames. Next, you're going to need both the number 22 panels and both number 23 panels, 20 cam bolts, 4 E screws, and 4 drawer knobs. Flip one of the panels over and screw in the 4 cam bolts as shown and insert the small E screw right in the middle. Then turn the panel over to screw in the handle to the E screw. Repeat these steps for the other 3 panels. Now take one of the completed drawer handle panels and connect it to one of the drawer frames with 4 cam locks. Repeat this step for the other 3 drawers. Now you need 3 DR and 3 DL tracks and 18 F screws. Flip the drawer upside down with the back facing you. The DR track is going on the left-hand side and the DL track on the right. Make sure to line the E screws up correctly through the holes and screw the tracks into the drawer as shown. Repeat this step for the other 3 drawers. Congratulations, we have finished this build. Now all you need to do is slide the drawers into the dresser frame. These do fit in a certain way, but I just kind of played around with it until it fit. There is an anti-tipping kit inside the box, but we did not use it for this build. Thank you for watching.